A Scottish Tale. The Tale of the Dark-Haired Stranger. Long ago, in a quiet Scottish village nestled in the snowy highlands, the people celebrated Hogmanay, the last night of the year. The villagers believed this night was magical, filled with the promise of good fortune for the new year. Families would gather by the fire, cleaning their homes to sweep out bad luck and preparing feasts of shortbread and whiskey to share with their neighbors. But there was one tradition everyone awaited with eager hearts: the arrival of the first foot. In Scotland, it was said that the first person to step into your home after midnight could bring either good or bad fortune. And in this village, the people hoped for one visitor above all: the dark-haired stranger. Callum, a young boy with wide, curious eyes, had heard the tales of the mysterious visitor. He carries gifts, his grandfather had said, each one filled with a blessing for the new year ahead. Callum's heart swelled with anticipation as Hogmanay arrived. Snow blanketed the village, and the air outside was sharp and cold. But inside their cottage, warmth glowed from the hearth. As the clock struck midnight, a knock echoed at the door. Callum froze, his eyes darting to his father. Could it be? He whispered. His father opened the door, and there he was, the dark-haired stranger. The man stepped inside, his dark hair glistening with snow. He carried a bundle of small gifts. "A happy Hogmanay to you," he said in a deep, kind voice. "May this year bring warmth and joy to your home." The family invited him to sit by the fire. First, he handed Callum's father a small lump of coal. "This will keep your fire burning bright through the coldest nights," the stranger said. Next, he offered Callum's mother a small bottle of whiskey. "This will lift your spirits to keep your heart light," he told her. Finally, he knelt before Callum and handed him a piece of shortbread wrapped in cloth. "This sweet treat," he said with a wink, "is to remind you of the joys life has to offer." Callum held the shortbread tightly, feeling its warmth through the cloth. "Thank you," he said softly. The stranger nodded, his eyes twinkling like stars. With his gifts given, the dark-haired stranger rose and made his way to the door. As quickly as he had arrived, he disappeared into the snowy night. His footsteps fading into the distance, Callum ran to the window, watching the snow fall gently where the stranger had stood. From that night on, the people of the village celebrated Hogmanay with the story of the dark-haired stranger in their hearts. They welcomed each year with open doors, sharing gifts and kindness, and believing in the power of good fortune. And Callum, now a grandfather himself, would tell his grandchildren the tale of the visitor who brought warmth, joy, and hope for the year ahead. And so, the tradition of first footing lives on, reminding all who hear it that kindness and generosity are the greatest blessings of all.